In this video, we're going to do a few examples where we're finding values of functions. Okay, so I've listed three different functions here: f of x, g of x, and h of x. Okay, so the first thing it asks us to do is find f of 0. So f of 0. So find the value of the function f when x equals 0. That's basically what we're asked to do. Okay, so f of x equals x squared plus 2x minus 4. So then I'm going to plug in 0 for x. So everywhere I see x, I'm going to plug in 0. So 0 squared plus 2 times 0 minus 4. So f of 0 then, so 0 squared is 0. 2 times 0 is 0, minus 4. So f of 0 is negative 4. Same thing, now let's do this for g of 0. So actually first let me rewrite well, never mind. So yeah, let me just cross this out. So I'm going to just rewrite g of x. So g of x, as I see it there above, is 1 over x. Okay, so now if I'm ready to plug in g of 0, this is going to equal 1 over 0. Now 1 over 0 is not defined, right? So this is not defined. So that would be your answer, not defined. Okay, lastly, let's do h of 0. So first let me rewrite what h of x is. So 2x over square root of 3 minus 1. So just plug in 0 everywhere I see x. So 2 times 0, okay, over the square root of 3 minus 0. So h of 0, so 2 times 0 is 0, okay, and then the square root of 3 minus 0, which is 3, but 0 divided by any number is going to be 0, so h of 0 is 0. Okay. Moving on to another example. So we still have the same function values f, g, and h, but now it's asking us to find g of 5 plus x. So previously we found, the function value at a certain number, but now, you can't be too scared by this because it's the same principle. So g of x equals 1 over x. So now it's saying it wants us to plug in 5 plus x everywhere that we saw x before. So instead of having an x here, so we're going to have 1 over 5 plus x. Okay? And there you go. That's going to be the answer. 1 over 5 plus x. Okay, same sort of question here. Now we're going to plug in negative x everywhere we saw x before in f of x. So here's f of x. Now I'm going to plug in negative x every time I see x. Okay. Now be careful. When you plug this in, you're going to need parentheses so this was the x is being squared. So now it's going to be the negative x that's being squared. Okay. So you need to make sure that you have the parentheses so that you know that the negative sign is also being squared. So x here, and then minus 4. Oh, not x, but negative x, right? I plugged in negative x. Okay, so now I have f of negative x. Negative x squared is x, okay? Because once you square, is x squared, but it's not negative anymore. Because once you square a negative sign, then the negative goes away. So negative x squared is x squared. Plus, well, actually not plus, but minus, because we have 2 times negative x. So that would be negative 2x minus 4. Okay? So there you go. There's my answer. F of negative x is x squared minus 2x minus 4. Alright, last example. Now we're going to plug in the number negative 13 in for h of x. So h of x, I'm just rewriting it here. So now I'm going to plug in negative 13 everywhere I used to have x. Okay. And then square root of 3 minus negative 13. Okay. So I have h of negative 13. 2 times negative 13 is negative 26. The square root of 3, so the minus and the minus makes a positive, so that's plus 13. I'm going to move this up here. So h of negative 13 equals, so I have negative 26 over the square root. 3 plus 13 is 16. The square root of 16 is 4. So h of negative 13. So this can be simplified a little bit because both of them are divisible by 2. So this would be 13 over 2. Okay, and there you go. That would be my answer. H of negative 13 is 13 divided by 2.